making our way to, we don't know, either a rest stop along I-79 North or Riffle Run. Riffle Run is first come, first serve, and right now we are, well, when I called a little over an hour away, they had 2 sites available, or we can boondock at their primitive site. It is Saturday. I would never recommend going to a first come, first serve on a Saturday. However, we had a little breakdown that kind of messed our plans up. Altered our plans, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
We can say welcome to West Virginia. We've had a lot of construction. It's nice to have a good road through the mountains, I guess.
Well, hello, fellow RVers. Gary here, sharing behind the camera. Rough Road RV Life. We like looking at freedom, even if I'm standing in the rain. But that's okay. But we are in Orlando, West Virginia, and we are at a campground called Riffle Run. Although some people may say rifle, but it's spelled R-I-F-F-L-E. I don't have a sign to point to, but I do got the Marina, the lake, and I believe it was called something Lake?
Burnsville.
Burnsville Lake?
Yes.
Okay. The campground is that way. And we are going to go do a tour of this full service campground, but no reservations. You can get full service, but you got to pull in and find a spot. Let's go tour it.
So look at the dam and the river leaving the dam area. This is a ranger station right here. And it is Sunday, so no one's about.
There's a couple of day use areas. There's one down here.
Yes, there's a day use area. We may do a little drive around. And it's a light rain, so we're thankful it's not pouring. This is travel day for us, so
Of course.
we'll be okay.
Yeah. Gary likes hooking up stuff in the rain.
Sometimes in RV life, you gotta hook up and unhook in the rain. Burnsville Lake. There's a little bit of history. There is a museum close by at Bulltown Historical Area. We don't have time to check that out, but looks like a lot to learn about right around here. And there is an overview of the campground right here.
It opens on 4/16 and it closes on 11/28. So it's not a year-round campground.
Right. All right, and here's a bird's eye view of the day use area. And I will say one observation here, just a little time that we've been here, they have probably the best playgrounds that we have seen. Climbing, swinging, sliding.
Little spring cars.
Everything that a kid would love, and there's many of them. Like in our campground loop, we counted 3 that we counted, and there's another one there in the day use area. So
there's a ball field or something down here, soccer field.
Yeah, looks like soccer. There's basketball courts, but we'll see all that. And I will add, this is just an easy 3 miles off of Interstate 79 here in West Virginia. Awesome. All right, so we are gonna go drive about. Okay, first stop as we look at the foggy windshield with raindrops.
Yeah, let me get the wiper blades going.
It's a day use area, and we're just gonna pop in here for a brief moment. This campground is not very big. There are 60 sites altogether. 54 of them are full hookup and 6 of them are primitive. So
And I believe 3 of them are taken up by volunteers and the host.
That's true. Yes. So the neat thing about this little drive about today is sometimes it's not all sunshine and nice weather. Also, sometimes it's not all 1,000 degrees heat like we've had here lately. This is quite a pleasant day despite the rain. The dam is straight ahead. There you go. It looks like you could actually walk out there and fish from that area. Danger. No swimming. Shelters. Bathrooms.
And these, they don't look like vaults. Vault toilets, they look like regular bathrooms.
Yeah, they do.
And you see all these garbage cans hanging.
And then we're just going to make a loop here, and this will be the end of the day use area. But you'll also see an example of one of the awesome playgrounds.
And it is 100% chance of rain today, so there's not really a better time to do a video, so
Yep.
we just went for it.
It's a good real life of, like usually we're at a place long enough that we can catch a non-rainy day if it's rainy time, but this day we had a very short stay here, and so this is all we got. All right, we're gonna drive back up to the campground now. You know, probably check out one more day use area on the way. It's not this big, so it's kind of like a drive-in peak.
Back to that.
Okay. So coming back out here and turning right. This is a really nice evening walk too. Oh, wildlife management area. Okay.
And there is wildlife.
Yes. Like I was saying, on the walk up here, I saw deer all along the side of the road. So for an evening walk.
They were alive.
Yes, they were. They were eating grass.
They were all laying on the side of the road.
No. That's the lake office. We were just there. But you know, up here it's a nice view at night, looking out over the marina and the water and the hills.
I'll swing around the marina for you.
Yeah, first we come to the marina here.
If you own a pontoon boat, apparently this is the lake to be on. Or a houseboat.
Yep. A lot of pontoon boats, although we have seen other boats, but. Alright, we're going to sacrifice for you and get wet. There you go. So you can get a good rainy view of the marina. Okay. Straight ahead, if you can make it out, is the boat ramp. Quick peek at the boat ramp. Ready? Hold your breath, we're about to get wet. There you go. Boat ramp. Nice boat ramp. The other day use area is right across the road here.
We got one coming in.
Yeah. Now, here and also in the campground, there are trailheads, and I did not get to check out those trails. So, very sad about that. I read it's a 3.2 mile loop, but when you look on the map, it looks like you have a couple of options. You can do like a campground loop or a lake loop. But Verizon service has not been stellar here, so
No.
pulling up all trails or pulling up any information on them is,
Poor people are having a picnic today.
yep. look at camp playground. All right, so this kind of wraps up the day use area, and hopefully you've caught a glimpse of the playground. Straight up this road here, and that's where the trail goes. So. And if you're wondering what all this is, well, that might be some fogging up. It's a combination of the window fogging up and Rain-X on the window. There's another look at one of the awesome playgrounds. Right. And I will take one for the team and roll my window down. Hold on. There you go. Swing sets, benches for parents, lots to climb on. Nice, very nice. Nice job. Okay, we're entering this campground. The check-in station is right ahead, and it's mostly self-serve, but there is a very active host here, and their names are Sharon and Mike.
It's $40 a night
for full hookups.
Full hookup, unless you're a senior with a pass or whatever.
Yeah, unless you have an access pass of some sort. But they are very nice. I've been in communication because our plans have had to change a lot lately.
There's where you get your pay slips.
Yeah. So they shout out to the host here, Sharon. She's been very helpful. This is where you stop to register. There is a sign out, campground full, and primitive sites available. So that's what we saw Saturday when we arrived. Our original plan here was 3 days, and it ended up being 1 day due to our little breakdown. Okay, here is the freshwater fill right here, and dump station straight ahead. Dumpsters right there. And let me tell you, these numbers are so hard to see. So I'm just going to give you a little glimpse of coming in. The campground host is right there to the left. We are site 47, so you'll be able to figure that one out. But okay, so this must start with 1 because I see 2. This was completely full, so you couldn't see the numbers in the back there.
Okay, so I wanted to point out there's a Wi-Fi thing there. They do have Wi-Fi at the campground, but it's $6, $7 a day.
Yeah, there's a fee, but if you get it more than, you can also get it for multiple days, and they have fees for that.
It's 3 days, it's $20.
Okay, so here is site 2 to the right. But again, it's really you get what you get when you get here. Site 3 is right there. Right across the way here is site 53. So okay, so on the right we're counting up from 1, and on the left, on the left coming back will be the higher numbers. You're pretty close to your neighbor here, although some have a little bit more distance than others. There's site 6 to the right and site 7. And it's hard to see the other numbers because we're going the wrong way to see those numbers. And also, if this place is full, you will not see the numbers because I was halfway around this place before I saw any numbers. We saw deer right out there eating in that field last night. It's a campground volunteer. Okay, Ruff Road's right over there next to that awesome playground, site 47. All right. So there you go. It's pretty much what you see right here. This is generally, there's campsites on the right and campsites on the left. And everybody has been very nice here, I will say. We met some nice campers. We just passed 13. 41's on our left, where that pop-up is we just passed. And here is the bathhouse, which also has a laundry facility. And we did not check it out because we had full cups, so we could do our own laundry and use in our own bathroom. 39, it's right to my left. And on the right, that empty site right there is
15.
15. 37 on the other side.
16.
16 right there. Now our site does back up to a creek, so that's kind of cool.
18.
18's right there. There's a look.
Are the sites level? You might need to tweak a little bit to get level.
Yeah, ours was a little bit downhill, so it depends on the site. Again, there's site 23 to the right. And then here is the little turnaround, and there's one site there, 28 to the left. And so this is also where the trailheads are.
And primitive camping.
Yes, we're gonna go check that out. But there's one trail that goes up in those woods. Here is the creek. It runs along the campground right there. And check out that playground. I mean, wow. It's pretty amazing. So, in my communication with Sharon, the campground host, she said that if they didn't have something available, that we can come down here and camp. And as you can see, it is not a bad area to be in.
It's just primitive.
Yeah, you just won't have water and you won't have electric. But we were only staying one night, so although we're ecstatic to have full hookups, we were ready to just take one of these sites. And I want to say these are like $24. 24 or 25. It was $12.50 for if you have a pass. It's 25. And straight ahead is where the trail goes through the grass.
Which for a core park is a little high.
Yeah, we've only seen that a couple times.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's not a trend. There you go. All right, so we're gonna head back, and maybe you'll get to get a little glimpse of the right-hand side, just to see what that looks like, and all of the primitive sites right here. A couple of pull-throughs.
Basketball court. Horseshoes. That's one heck of a playground.
I know. I am very impressed. See what I'm saying about these playgrounds? They're amazing. So there's a non-rain tainted look at the playground, and the creek is right here. Very cool. Site 28.
Where that Alpine is?
Yep. Oops, there's folks out.
Here comes 32. That's empty.
That's cute. That lady was holding the umbrella so her husband could unhook.
Yeah, mine won't do that.
Right. You on your own, Jones.
Yeah. It says we have a dryer.
I did say that.
Go ahead and get all soaking wet and throw your clothes in the dryer.
35 right there where that Jeep is. 37 right there. So you can see, I mean, these sites are, they're nice, and even though they're a little close together, in some places, you're not really right on top of your neighbor. We're kind of close to one of our neighbors, but on one side, but on the other side, we've got plenty of room. It's like 40.
A lot of dumpsters for a small park.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, we've been in some parks that have 200 campsites in one dumpster.
Yeah.
Come Monday morning, it's overflowing and trash is all over the ground beside it.
Yeah.
They got like 3 or 4 here.
Yeah, well, they have recycling here too. So all behind there, these campsites is that creek. There's 45. 46. I think we could stop here. And here we are at 47.
With the playground.
With the playground right next door. So wow, what a great sight if you have a kiddo with you. Just turn them loose. See the little bouncy cars? That's so cool. So you get the idea. There's only a few more around the bend, but and the numbers go right on up. So 40, 48, 49, and so on.
So we only really spent one night here, so we didn't really get to experience a lot of it, although there's not really a lot to experience. They have a couple of trails. They got multiple playgrounds, the marina, the boat ramp, some day use areas, bike riding on the roads out here. If you like walking your dogs, there's plenty of places to do that also. Like my wife alluded to earlier, the Verizon service is pretty skimpy, almost none, so I wouldn't depend on internet here unless you've got a good booster, something like that.
And we can't speak to the other carriers.
Right.
Although Verizon's supposed to work here, and it did some yesterday. It hasn't worked at all today.
Right.
But I guess the weather probably plays a little role with that.
But this is Riffle or Rifle.
We don't know.
Local or not. Orlando, West Virginia, just a few miles off of I-79.
I-79.
I-79. It's easy to get to, and it's a nice, clean park.
Yeah.
Full service park, but
bonus.
No reservations here. First come.
Yeah, and if you've watched any of our other videos, you know I don't like first come, first serve because I like to know I have a place.
We got the last spot open.
Yes, we did. And we got here around 1:30,
yeah.
Probably. I'd been in communication, and it was 2 spots, then it was 1 spot, and we had 20 minutes. And we're like, okay, 20 minutes to get there. Can we get that spot? Or we'll be boondocking in the primitive area.
Right.
Or we'll go on up the road.
But when we came in and we made the loop, we had to make the loop to come back to be parking in the right direction. Another camper ran up to my wife and said, "Are you guys looking for a spot? Because we're going to be leaving soon." So, you know, you don't know. There may be people leaving, but...
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth a stop. I'm glad we came here because we did discuss let's just pass it by because we might not be able to get a spot, but so glad. So it's been a nice day.
This is our review. 30-50 amp, full service, Riffle Run, Orlando, West Virginia. I think we're done. We're done. Okay. So this is Gary, Sharon behind the camera. You know where the dogs are. And we're going to be heading to Blackwater State Park.
Blackwater Falls.
Blackwater Falls State Park. A little bit further up in West Virginia. So keep an eye out for that video when we post that one. Also, click like and subscribe. It helps us. And we hope to see you on the road someday because we like looking at freedom. Safe travels.